Damn, this a long ass red light. Shit. Hey, what's good with y'all, man? Thought I'd come back with another video as usual. Y'all know how I do. You know, there's quite few people, quite few bit of people were kind of like not critiquing me, but kind of like curious and want to know why I do this anti-black women shit or so-called hating black women. And motherfuckers wanted to like get more information on why I do the work that I do when I go in on black women, why I be trashing black women, and while I will continue to trash black women. Make no mistake, you know, I always tell people off the camera, if you don't like Solidus-T or what he's saying, don't watch. Then you got Nathan to worry about, you know. But I do got people that are supporters or might not be subscribed, but they'll watch my videos, and those people have recently asked me a question that they would like an answer to. My wonderful kind self don't mind obliging to that. So I will answer the question on why I say what I say about black women. It's really simple because it's factual information about what really goes on in the black community. You dig? However, I'll give a better answer than that. You look at the black community, right? And you see how it's full of ignorance, it's full of negativity, it's full of a lot of underachieving outside of like being an athlete or being an entertainer or stuff like that. Outside of that, it's a lot of underachieving going on. You know, just a lot of negative, ignorant shit, right? And the problem with the black community is, for a very long time, black men have been taking the rap for the bullshit black women have been doing. And our people have been suffering because of that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's scared because you niggas is scared. I already know you niggas is scared. So I gotta come on here and do the work and basically say what I say about black women. Black women play a huge, significant role in why the black community is so fucked up. And why everybody looks at our community as the laughingstock. Yeah, you got these non-black motherfuckers, they're entertained by us. They find our shit entertaining, so they fuck with it. But they low-key think negative of us because of how dysfunctional and ignorant we are. And black women play a huge role in why our community is like that. You know? You know what I'm saying? And that shit went unchecked for a very long time. And so now, I'm one of the few black guys that gotta get on this motherfucking camera on this fucking YouTube, and I basically gotta keep it real. And some of you motherfuckers oppose this shit because the truth hurts. But you know me, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna speak the truth. It is what it is. You know? Ain't no faking over here. No, it's real over here. You know what I'm saying? So black women, you look at the black community and how fucked up it is and how toxic and dysfunctional it is and all this ignorant bullshit that's celebrated. Like, damn near 100% of that shit stems from black women. You know, the single motherhood thing alone decimated the black community. Because all these niggas that's out here tearing the community up, the drug dealers, the gang members, the jailbirds, niggas that victimize other black people all day and all night, that bullshit, Niggas getting shot by other black people and shit every day. Most of them niggas that's out here doing that shit were raised by single mothers. Because a lot of black men that had their fathers in their life, they kind of know better. You dig? To the point where they're not doing shit like that. Niggas got jobs and they working shit. They're not even out here doing criminal shit. But as you know, when you see crime, it's always a black motherfucker on the news with his mugshot. He's the criminal. Guess who raised that motherfucker? Some bitch ass black single mom. You dig? And it's a whole army of these motherfuckers. So black women with that single mom shit is producing chaos that's ruined our community. And people for the longest time were doing their best to avoid talking about that actual fact. You dig? Another thing that black women do that people like to ignore, but it's real. Black women give other women horrible advice that in turn ruins their life. And black women are responsible for that. You dig? That's something else that black women do that I feel should be aired out. There's black women out here that listen to other black women, and that shit did nothing for her but caused her to end up herself a single mom, broke, depending on welfare, on some bum shit, got bastard kids that's not getting the proper schooling. You dig? Complaining all the damn time. You dig? All this dysfunctional shit that's going to lead to more destruction in the black community. Black women are responsible for that. You feel? Everybody tried to like hide that shit. I had to come in here and turn the light on. Everybody wanted to keep that in the dark. Nah, I brought the light to that shit. Also, the dating market. As you guys are well aware by now, the worst bitches to even try to deal with on a serious level are black women. See, when you date outside your race as a black man, you kind of run the risk of dealing with some bullshit. Because if you black, you going to deal with racism at some point. Whether it's coming from a white motherfucker, one of these Mexicans out here on they bullshit, Asian person might get on bullshit with you. You know, every now and then, that's just going to rear its ugly head, unfortunately. That's the world we live in. I don't think you can do anything about that, so why cry about it, right? It's unfortunate. However, niggas are still willing to run the risk of dealing with that because they don't want to deal with the bullshit black women will put them through. So niggas is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give me a white bitch, even though white bitch might fuck around and what's that shit called? Karen, Me Too shit. Bitch might do some shit like that. Even though I ain't do shit, but you know how that shit go. You know? Now, a lot of niggas date white girls and don't be having that type of shit happen to them. But then there be some dudes that were unlucky. Don't rule the shit out. But niggas are willing to take those chances to avoid dealing with black women because they know if I get a black bitch, it's going to be super toxic and I don't want to deal with that shit. So I might as well just rock off with the white bitch. Y'all heard that shit before. That's how terrible these black bitches are when it comes to dating. Where it's like, I'm going to get me a white girl instead of a black girl, even though I'm a black man. I should be with a black bitch. But black bitch, she on bullshit. I got to get a white girl. You did? Because the black girl on bullshit. So I had to go chase a white bitch. Fuck it. Blonde hair, blue-eyed white bitch. Fuck it. Or black hair, whatever hair color a white bitch wear. I had to get a bitch like that because tried to get with a black chick, but that bitch was so fucking ratchet and ignorant and ghetto. Shit, I had to trade her out for a white girl. White bitch all nice and pleasant and shit. No bad attitude. And that's how it is most of the time when you date white girls. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas know that, so niggas pursue that. So basically, black women are like not checking the boxes on things that are positive. They're checking all the negative shit though. And everybody for the longest was doing a very, very good job of not wanting to talk about this shit. I ain't feeling that shit. I said, I'm gonna talk about this shit. Fuck y'all niggas. Let me turn this shit off real quick. So I said, I'm going to talk about this shit. So I got on here and do what I do. You know? The single motherhood shit, like I said, like, that shit literally just ruined the black community. There's really not much else to say. I mean, if you co-signing that, then you're just an evil person. That's pretty much the end of that. You know what I'm saying? We just got to keep it 100. And then, I told y'all about the customer service shit. Black women, I told y'all, when I go get something to eat from now on, I do drive-bys, bro. What I mean by that is I drive, I look inside. If I see black bitches doing the customer service work, I don't go in and buy nothing. Yeah, cause that shit, I don't get that. Like, bitch, this is your job. What the fuck is wrong with you? Never had this problem when I go get something from a bitch that's not black or anybody that's not black. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Yeah, so that shit is crazy. So black women, they're just not checking the boxes on something that will actually bring peace into a man's life. They're not checking those boxes. It's all negative shit. So it's like, why would I not air that out? You know what I mean? Why not? You know what I'm saying? I told y'all a long ass time ago in one of my old videos, I was dating black women and I was getting nothing but bullshit and drama from them. I said, you know what? I'm tired of you black bitches. I started chasing non-black girls, pursuing them. And then when I was actually able to get bitches like that, I noticed, damn, this is like a drama-free situation. I'm not doing nothing but fucking this white bitch, but it's like little to no drama in doing that. I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it went from there. Next thing I know, I got a Mexican chick. Same thing. I mean, her family was hating, but you know how the Mexicans is. But it was the same thing. It was like little to no drama in doing that. Try to talk to a black girl again. She's telling me fucked up shit. It's negative shit. The bitch is not really pleasant to be around. She trying me, so now I gotta yell at the bitch. Because like I told y'all, I don't accept disrespect from any woman, really. But I never had a non-black chick I was dealing with disrespect me. But if they were to do that, I would check that shit. But black women always try to find a way to disrespect me. I gotta check that shit. Because like I told y'all, I don't accept disrespect from no woman. I don't do that. Like, I know there's niggas out there that do that, but I don't be doing that dumb shit. Like, nah, bitch, get out of pocket with me. She getting checked, and then she getting dismissed. Because I'm under the belief that if she thinks she can disrespect me, even though she got checked, she probably going to try and do that shit again. So I might have to be forced to let this bitch go. Weird thing is, I must be a lucky guy because I never had this happen when I deal with non-black girls. Like my little Mexican bitch I'm rocking with right now. That bitch ain't never came at me sideways. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. My Mexican bitch right now that I'm with ain't never came at me sideways. Never. Ever. I'm not even capping. It's been a year now. I've been rocking with this broad. She ain't never came at me sideways. And the white girl I was messing with ain't never came at me sideways. Never am I sitting here talking and shit and them broads rudely interrupted me. None of that shit. It's never happened. Them chicks be having nice attitudes like literally all the time. It's like they're robots and shit. But it's a good kind of robot. I remember I was dealing with a black girl. These bitches stay mad. I look at the bitch. She got a mean mug. Like, bitch, what mean mug? Look on her face like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm supposed to tolerate that shit, apparently. I ain't want to tolerate that shit. All of a sudden, I get called all these names. Ain't that a bitch? I don't want to deal with a disrespectful ass woman. All of a sudden, I get disrespected and I get called all those names. That's crazy. Going diss Solidus-T like that. Ain't that a bitch? I was mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? So black women are doing like, so if you're curious to know why I am shitting on black women, and I'm not going to stop doing it because it's warranted. At this point in 2025, going into 2026, this shit is warranted, bro. These black bitches out here are terrible. So this shit is warranted. So this other niggas might stop, but I'm not. Nigga, like, I keep my foot on the black bitch neck. If y'all want to get on that soft shit and simp for these hoes, because like I said, a lot of these guys out here, no disrespect, we got to keep it real. A lot of you guys is raised by single moms, so y'all probably on that bullshit from the jump. Because what I noticed is, like I said before, you single mother raised niggas, y'all be excusing these bitches' bad behavior because you was raised by a single mom. You dig? That's the mistake you niggas be making. See, luckily for me, I grew up in a 2-parent household, so I lucked up. A lot of you niggas can't say that, unfortunately. Just keeping it real, you know. But that's the problem, though. We got a fucking nation where most black men were raised by a single mom. Like, how ridiculous is that? And this is the black woman's doing. To me, that warrants trashing, in my opinion. Black women insist on being a single mother instead of being a wife. Black women, they don't want to be a girlfriend but stay with their baby dad. Black women don't want to do none of that shit. All black women want to do is go buy hair weave and collect child support. That's all these black bitches want to do. Let me repeat that. All black bitches want to do is go buy hair weave and collect child support. If black women could achieve those two things, they're pretty much set for life. The way them hoes act. Keep it real. The way black women act, yeah, they're pretty much set for life if they can get those two things down. Because that's all black bitches care about. Going to buy some hair weave they can put in their hair and fucking getting some nigga for child support. You know, that's a black woman's goal. And she's still complaining, but you know, that's what they do. And everybody is seeing all this bullshit black women are doing and nobody's saying nothing. All these niggas out here walking around with no dad in their life. This is all the black woman's doing. That shit has ruined our community. You dig? And y'all don't want to talk and y'all don't want to air that shit out? Fuck it. Say no more. I'll do it. So that's why I go in on black women. Black women have literally caused the black community to turn into shit. You dig? Yeah, you can blame some of these niggas out here. I understand that, and I ain't gonna argue too much about that, but majority of the shit is caused by black women. Their decision making and horrible taste in men and this thing where single motherhood is a great achievement idea they got in their head, that shit has ruined the black community. You dig? Like, it's crazy, bro. And so yeah, here we are. You got black community so fucked up. You got non-black people making content off of us. You know, talking about black fatigue and shit. You want to know something funny about that black fatigue shit? Black fatigue is basically white people that see black people display bad behavior and they go off of that and they say they got black fatigue. Because here's the thing about a lot of these non-black people that make this content talking about black people and shit, they don't really deal with black people in real life. They don't. Most of the time they be in like all white neighborhoods, all white surroundings. They don't really deal with black people. But they're on the internet making content talking about black problems. They're doing that because they know they're going to get attention doing that. And then they're basically taunting black people. You dig? Like, y'all know that white girl that's real popular? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The bitch that's real popular. She basically copied Kevin Samuels and her name I don't want to say this bitch name, but her name start with a P. She copied Kevin Samuels. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She's a white bitch, right? As y'all can see. And it's not so much I got a problem with her, but she's basically clout chasing the black people for content because she knows it's going to get her attention. Because from what I understand, she dates black men. So she's using that as, I be around black people so I can speak on black issues. That's what she's doing. Notice that she's not really getting pushback for doing that. You know why? Because the reason why is because a lot of black men were raised by a single mom, and they don't see nothing wrong with that. And that's the black woman's fault. Niggas look at it like, oh, it's okay if a white woman speaks on our shit. Because again, this is a white bitch that's not black. She don't really know what it's like to be around black people. She dates black men, but that ain't shit. You know, millions of white girls are fucking black dudes. That's nothing. But that don't mean you should be making content talking about black issues and black people this, black people that. Because a lot of non-black content creators are doing that. Like the guy that passed away recently. He had no idea what it was like hanging out with black people all day and all night. But yet he's speaking on black issues. They're able to taunt us and make content off of us because they see how dysfunctional our community is. And they know that most black men are raised by a single mom. So they're going to accept bullshit like that. That's how that shit works. See, that's how damaging single motherhood is. It manipulates men into accepting things they shouldn't be accepting. It's not authentic for a non-black person to be talking about black issues and then selling it to black people. There should be no buyers from the black community of non-black people doing it. If you want to hear about black issues, you need to tune into Solidus-T or various other black content creators that's talking about this shit. If not Solidus-T, you don't like Solidus-T, there's other black people that talk about this shit. You need to listen to them. You listen to a non-black person talk about black issues, man, you niggas is way too naive doing shit like that. But I could imagine a nigga raised by a single mom doing some stupid shit like that. I would never, me personally, as Solidus-T, I would never listen to somebody who's not black talking about black issues. Even if what they're saying is true, I ain't gonna be mad. I just can't respect it because it's not authentic. Like, bro, you white, bro, or you a different ethnicity. Nothing wrong with that. You know, God bless every race, but you're not black. You're not eligible. You don't know what it's like to really live the black experience and deal with this bullshit. Even if you're a white bitch like her that dates black dudes, you still don't know. You think you do, but you really don't. It's just not authentic coming from somebody that's not black. But like I said, I can understand why they do it because they see how fucked up our community is. So they kind of look at it like, I can do that shit, and they do it. And then as you can see, they don't really get much pushback. More black people are mad at me than mad at non-black people for talking about that shit. Because apparently, if you're black, you're supposed to accept bullshit from other black people. And as y'all been hearing since I've been doing this content, I ain't with that shit. It's just like my boxing takes. For those that are aware or not aware, I'm also into sports. I fuck with basketball and boxing. And lately, I've been doing a lot of boxing content, going on panels and making lives myself talking about boxing. And one thing about me, I don't do that meat riding shit. All these fuck ass fake boxing experts meat riding certain fighters and then hating on other. I don't do that. I call shit down the middle. And because of that, I'm disliked in the boxing community. I get trolled every time I step on a panel. But all the meat riders and fake boxing fans and fake experts, they get celebrated. Yeah, so whatever. But it is what it is. But back to what I was originally talking about, though, is hopefully I answered the question because, yeah, black women they're just unpleasant women to deal with when it comes to dating. That and black women cause a lot of destruction, most of the destruction in the black community that went unchecked for a very long time. Those are the two main reasons why I'm always shitting on black women. You dig? Because out of all races of men, we as black men, we have the worst bitches to deal with. And the shit is frustrating. You know, and that's why I talk about black women the way I do, you know. So hopefully that answers your question. It's not a hate thing, it's just a facts thing. But again, I don't give a fuck if you think it's hate. It is what it is. Like I said, we keep it real over here. Other niggas is liars, but we keep it real over here. And yeah, that's pretty much how we doing it over here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Black women, the worst bitches to deal with on the dating market. And two, in the black community, black women have caused so much destruction, decimated the black community like that motherfucking missile that decimated Raccoon City on Resident Evil. For my nerds out there that play video games. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. And like I said, nobody want to talk about that about black women. They want to, lie, make excuses, and find ways to just blame the men for everything. Then you look into the issue, you'll realize that's not accurate. So yeah, hopefully I answered y'all, the people that asked me that question. And then I'm gonna let y'all go. But after this video, back to my regularly scheduled programming. And y'all know what that is. Next time.